There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buccaneers of Austin taking on the Green Bay Packers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run with the second-round pick from April's draft. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. When you look at this defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
From the 31, here's the second down and 6.
On the sweep, right?
Stroud to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Yates.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Stroud keeps it. And he's going to have the Packers first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The 38-yard line.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Packers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Yates. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. A short one here, caught by McBride. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
He finds his man complete. It's Yates. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Stroud will look to throw once more. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Rasul Douglas there to get him down. You look at this Packers defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Stevenson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Throwing Jones. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
70 Lions, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Dowdle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held so that the runner can get to the corner.
And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
Swap. Love a swap. Buggy.
Here's Stroud. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Stroud. They'll get this out to Kamara. And it's a Packers touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll find McMillan here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19 Tigers.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Let's go now. 60 by 6.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. There's Chris Olave. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They set up the screen for Stevenson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27th. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin. Here just past the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And 10.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. As Stroud now to throw. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Good short hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Let's go. Go.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Back to Stevenson on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Packers' 47-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Called in left side here by Jennings. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Juwan Jennings, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing now is Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Bates' kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll go in the Bucs as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go. Let's go. Swap. Another swap.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Michael Williams.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. T.J. Hockenson, 34 yards.
And the Bucs have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They run again with Dowdle.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Jones now throwing to start the drive.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
This is caught by McMillan.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for Boston. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the handoff, Stevenson takes it to about the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Let's go. 19, 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
To the right side, this is Stevenson.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Oh, ready.
Stroud keeps it. And he's going to have the Packers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's another.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Now, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
On the quick, right?
Stroud to throw it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here now, 3rd down. Now Stroud. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd down, goal to go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Swap. Mother swap.
Stroud.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for two.
Packers will set up for the
Stroud back to throw.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5.
Buccaneers 18.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jones.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Now Jones. That is caught. McMillan with it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Jones.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Jones.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
This ball intercepted. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end.